It looks wonderful. Actually, I came here first time. It's beautiful campus and very energetic. All of you and all the students and staff appear very passionate and energetic, and that is what excites me. So good, overall very good. Well, one day in life of CEO is same as one day in life of anybody. It is how you divide your time and how you utilize. Perhaps it is not the number of hours you put in, it is number of hours multiplied by, passion you put in. So my routine, if you are asking, is it so? Then, I start early in the morning and then do most of my communication part, which is emails and scheduling of calendar, etc., reviewing, replying everything early in the morning. I start something like 4 a.m. and then finish it by 5:30 or 6 in the morning, because that is the time I am very fresh and I can think very peacefully with no disturbance and no one, calling me or talking to me. And then I go for my health program, which is I do swimming, I do tennis or walking and other things, and sometimes yoga, etc. So I do choose in a random way day to day, and then I get ready, have breakfast and go to office. And in between, of course, there is time and health program. I am accompanied by my wife and my daughter sometimes, so that's also time when we have time together to talk. 8:30 I leave for office, and then most of the time in office is I devote more on thinking and interaction with people. So giving time to people and giving time to thinking for current matters or future matters. It is very important to give time to think on future. It is very important to give time to people. People includes your colleagues, your employees, your partners, your vendors, your customers, everything. So connecting with people is most of the day's program in office, because I don't sit in front of laptop and keep looking at mails. That looks very, a poor utilization of day, because that I try and finish very early. Or if something urgent during the day, I find a few minutes to, address it. So most of the attention goes in thinking about what new we can do today. As I mentioned in our previous discussion in the hall, that everything about freshness and newness in business every day, what you bring. What you can do today, 10,000 more people can do same thing tomorrow and compete with you in a way that you will be totally unviable. Unless you are thinking new every day, unless you bring newness to your business, whether it is product, whether it is service, whether it is, education, anything, unless you bring newness to it every day, every time, you are not ahead of others. So be ahead of others. You have to keep innovating, keep thinking new ideas, new thoughts, new way of working, totally disruptive way sometimes, and keep yourself aware what is happening, and then also think ahead of time as to how your business will transform 3 years hence, 5 years hence. There is very high chance of obsolescence these days, unless you are cautious or conscious of it. And second aspect, as I said, people. You must interact and engage with people. Your employees, they are your family. They are the large family we own, and then as a head of organization or as part of organization, it is important to connect with family, not only on the official matters, but sometimes beyond that, and also connect with your partners who are also extended family, whether these are vendors. So we have 5,000 odd employees. We have, if I count all the extended family, it is perhaps 25 to 30,000 people. So it is a lot of enrichment throughout family. You have to create. The top person's role is to create ambience. The top person's role is to create positivity and drive and the speed. So, it is very important role and very important responsibility, because the whole business is looking at the same speed or moving at the same speed or same style the way leader actually drives, and rest also bring their own inputs, but they get inhibited if the leader is not driving enough. So whole day goes into these matters, and then I'm normally off and back home 6:30 right on time. I leave office on time. I don't overstay. I don't see need to overstay actually. And after that I'm with family. I have early dinner. I spend time with family, and I don't watch TV. I don't go for parties. I avoid that. So unless there is some business purpose of any get together, and then I also sleep early. So this is all. And in terms of weekends, etc., spend more time with family. Because of travel, lot of time goes in travel, because that is also connecting with people, connecting with customers, connecting with other locations and people. Yes, so newness and freshness or innovation and has been our key driving force, which brought our profitability and market cap 300% in last 4 years. Even with the tough market, where turnover has not gone much, but profitability has gone up 300%, and it is a contribution of whole team. HR is backbone in terms of systems and policies. When we say we have to work on innovation or we have to motivate people, HR has very important role. HR is one which starts with this, defining what the talent will be. So the talent is defined by HR. What the role will be, what the performance criteria will be, what the reward criteria will be. These are all HR policies. And then the various other motivational matters like engagement. Engagement is a very big subject, and we keep working on it across organization, and there is never you can never do enough on this. More is better, and so HR has a prime role in driving this. Yes, so spurious market is very big in India, and somehow laws are also not very strict to handle that in automotive industry. So those spurious parts actually do damage to products. For example, we make engines. Engine is heart of any equipment, whether it is car or two-wheeler or even stationary genset or something. And if you put spurious parts in heart, it is repercussions are serious, because the whole engine gets damaged, the whole equipment gets damaged. So we are promoting genuineness of and educating on that. And multi-brand is about using our quality and our supply chain and our brand to provide products of various brands. And we have a very big channel, very extensive service network in India. Almost every part of India we serve. Within 2 hours we deliver parts, even in the remotest of rural area. So we use that channel to give more and more. It brings value to company. It also brings value to customers, better service. So that will help reducing spurious parts reach. That will help educate customers and them having better reach to us. Absolutely not. You are a new generation. Farmers also have next generation. Next generation is a smarter generation. They actually do not wish to do manual work. This I think you can understand better than me. And they are right, because there are economical ways of doing it in a smarter style. And that is what they are doing. So mechanization is economical, it is viable, because and we have that value-based calculation and model for every product. Because you can do much better quality work. You can also rent that equipment to others. So you don't have to buy one equipment and use only for your small farm. You can actually buy equipment and, you know, 4 other farmers need not buy it and you can rent them. So overall model is very, very viable, financially viable, and it then takes less effort. It does far better quality work. What a bullock will do, the power tiller will do, you know, certainly 300% better tilling of soil, and, you know, the crop quality and the seeding all will be much better. So it is overall very good, and that trend is positive in India. India has huge opportunity for that. 80% of our farms are small and marginal farmers, and it has a potential. Okay, so 3-wheeler or 4-wheeler or any vehicle for that matter, there are you know, innovations happening around engine and the fuel options, or I would say even beyond fuel options, like you said, hybrid. There is electric, there are combination of various fuels, biofuels, multi-fuel options. So we, Greaves Cotton is working on all the solutions, and whatever customers need, we provide that, because we have know-how and R&D support to do that. And eventually what sustains in market is something we have to also see. What becomes most viable, what is most sustainable. There is a lot of talk about diesel, but in my view, as everyone is working for new regulation BS6, perhaps that should address the matter. Partly it has to be addressed by infrastructure development. So learning, as much as you learn, of course this is the only opportunity when you get to learn what the curriculum is, and my suggestion is go beyond curriculum, because today you are in an age and you are really in an opportune time where the knowledge and information is easily accessible. And it is not that you have to search for books, everything is available on click, and there are so much information. So go beyond, study best practices and improve your learning. So focus on learning, and once you have learning, the practical experience of industry will come when you move to industry. You don't have to worry too much about that now, but at this time my suggestion is focus on learning, and learn areas which you really enjoy and which you like. So select your liking also, what you like, what streams you like. Don't just go by fashion that everyone has to do strategy, and so, you know, it is not like that. You have to choose, think what really excites you, what really you enjoy, which subjects, and learn very well in that. I think that is a good thing to do.